Hey, we here live again, once again, for the LUH MARLO show. We got your man, Deja 3 in here, special guest, and we in here. We just chilling. We're going to keep it in the air. We're just going to keep it real. What's going on today, Deja 3?
We doing good, man. You know, Saturday. I mean, damn, I'm tripping. Look, man,
It's Sunday.
Listen, look, we popping champagne bottles last night, so you already know, man. But shit, man, you know, we here once again, giving it to the fans, you know, trying to reach our goal, 100,000 subscribers. So go ahead and push that like button, and you know, we're about to start this motherfucker GoFundMe joint. So you know, we can get some new equipment. So if y'all listening, man, you know, we taking donations.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? You know, and
I'm gonna donate $1 right now to my man.
Yeah,
go ahead, get you.
Get your dollar, man.
Go ahead, get your dollar.
Nah, for real.
Shit, that's my man though.
Yeah, though. What's up with you though, Deja? What you getting into, man? I mean, I want to speak to you about it, man. So, what's your career goals and what's your plans in the future? What you got going on in life right now?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question. Right now, I'm going through the motion, but I'm working on some things. In the past, I talk about the things that I want to do and things that I should have been accomplished, but you know, I don't like to talk about it because, you know, and this is just me, you know, I don't know if this ever happened to you, but you know, like when you talk about things and you want to do things,
it don't happen.
So I just learned to
go with the flow.
Yeah, to just go with the flow, man. But you know, hey, some things come.
I mean, you was telling me about that car wash, that mobile car wash thing.
Oh yeah.
What's up with that though?
Right.
With that?
Right. Back to what I was saying. I'm on it. Trust me. Like I know it might seem like a nigga ain't, but trust me, man. There's a lot of pieces being moved. I just learned, you know, like when I first started, man, I had this thing where I just had to, like, you know, just overdo things, you know. But I learned that as long as you active and you doing something towards your goal, man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Because as long as you stay disciplined, man, so there's a lot of other things that I'm actually doing. Like next week, you know, like I said, man, stay tuned. Stay tuned.
I'm gonna stay tuned. I'm gonna stay tuned. You got like a lady friend that you dating right now?
Man, what? Dangerous D got all the ladies, man.
You know it.
But
you know it.
Matter of fact, guys. Oh Lord, listen. But I'm trying to tell you, homie. Yeah, you know, but as I got older, man, I don't entertain these females bullshit, bro, because they can throw you off. Like, you know, speaking on that, I had one of my ladies' friends text me last night and shit, and looking back, probably about a couple years ago, I probably would have been eager to text her and to be talking to her. But I'm like, I'm not wasting my time, bro. I need to
yourself.
Yeah, so all that energy and all this shit, I'd rather like, yeah, nigga want the pussy, but bro, like that shit just it's like a you know, and I'm speaking for myself, man. It's nah, bro, like
it's more of a I'm focused on myself and I can get the pussy later, you know what I'm saying? Or I got other things going on with myself. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel you on that. Like
and another thing too, why I'm like this. Now this one female, right? Me and her, you know, when I told her about what I'm doing and the business, oh Mo, she all happy, like, yeah, woo. This is our business and all this shit, but I'm like,
then she don't want to trouble you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well,
the time ain't with you.
Yeah, so I said, all right, cool. Now that you said this is our baby, this is our little business, so I shouldn't have to tell you to, well, put some money up. Like, you know, niggas need to buy stuff.
I feel you on that because that's exactly what I was going through the same little problem because, you know what I'm saying, a female that I was dating, she heard me telling her my business ideas and telling her all this and that. she like, well, I got my own business too, and this and that. But she with me, and she see that my stuff established and everything that. So I'm like, yeah. Well, but she'll see that I don't have the money, but everything legit. She like, well, I got a business too. Well, your business ain't even open yet, or you ain't even established, or your stuff ain't legit in Maryland. So I said, I'm gonna help you get that established. But she didn't want to put the time and the weight and the average for me to get it established. So I can feel what you're saying, because my female was just the same way. They not gonna put their money into it because they feel that like.
But then they want part of the success.
Yeah, they want part of the success when you make it, but they feel like they could do. They got kids, they got bills. I'm like, yeah, I mean, some lot of them feel they got kids and they money can go to their kids and they want to invest in you, but you invest in the drug dealer faster than you invest in that business man. That's what I feel females do. They invest in a drug dealer.
So
faster than investing in somebody that's trying to open up a business.
Absolutely. So, so when I get these type of calls,
that's a bad vibe.
Yeah. So like when they call me, or when this one girl called me, I'm not motivated. It's because, so you want me to invest in your desires or
your needs.
You know what I'm talking about? So
her
I'm just
makeup, her hair.
Yeah, so I'm not going to do that. So, when I get these texts, I'm like, nah, bro, I ain't going to do it. Yeah. I'm not going to jump out of my way to text you or whatever it is that you going through. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm only going to invest in those who invest in me, man. And like that's across the line. And like a lot of brothers need to understand that, man. Stop investing in these females that don't invest back in you. Like, don't do it, man.
Yeah.
Cause they just do it probably because they bull, or they just being nosy. They want to see what you doing and shit like that. Because once they find out that, he ain't doing nothing, he whatever, then they stop calling. Then they stop reaching out. So I just learned to just keep them guessing.
You got any projects coming out? Any albums coming out? Projects you working on?
Right now, man. What I really want to do, lately I've been having. Well, first of all, I always wanted to write a movie to.
We got a script coming out. You better write
a script, yeah. Because even when I was going to school, man, I remember at an early age, our teacher used to have, shout out to Miss Johnson. I don't know if she's still living or not, but good one, man. But she used to have us write little short stories, man. And I was always good at it because, mine used to be like, being in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You always gonna write shit that nigga like, damn, did he die? It's like they want more. So
I had a teacher like that. She used to tell me that. She said, I go a little bit too overboard with the over exaggeration. Like
that's good though, man. Hey man, that's.
She said I'm a good writer. But she said I over exaggerate a lot.
Hey, that's a good thing though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That means that the way you think is 3Ds.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it's like wow. It's like motherfuckers like to hear you talk because it's like, damn, it's like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, like, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Definitely not a bad thing. If anything, I mean, that's a compliment, man. But, so that too, man, and always staying sucker free.
Yeah, for sure. That's what you don't want to be dangerous if you want.
Yeah, man, you already know. Yeah.
So, I mean, you seen that fight came out, good wrestlers for that fight yesterday. It was a good fight.
Oh, man. Right. You know what? Fell asleep last night. But did you hear anything about the fight?
Yeah.
Who won the fight?
Yeah, he ninth round. Knockout.
Yeah?
Ninth round TKO.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Man.
TKO them.
Shout out to the Tank, man.
The Tank he still is Tank. Still undefeated.
That's motherfucking DMV only. Finest. Shout out to the Lamont Peterson brothers, man.
Davis bros.
Yeah. They definitely paid the way, man. So but I'm gonna see if I can go on YouTube later on and get the recap, man. But listen, let me ask you this though, man, because since you're always asking the big questions, man. How about you, man? Like, what are some projects that you coming up with, man? And,
I got
what's keeping you up these days?
Yeah,
man?
I got a couple of things. Thanks you for asking me. I got a couple of things that's coming out. I'm working on this album. I'm bringing out this 2023 album, professional album, not a freestyle album. I'm working on bringing that out. Also working on getting my TV show live of producers in the studio.
Okay.
Studio with home fan basis. And I'm also working on a couple of more projects. Trying to get employees, young youth off the streets, get them into really writing their contracts and understanding their contracts as artists, young artists and stuff like that. Trying to get more people into the music field and not into the streets, get them out the streets and stuff like that. So upcoming 23, hopefully I can get them projects on, get more of the youth, more jobs, and get more jobs out here, opportunities and stuff like that. So that's what I'm actually working on. And also, like right now, I'm employed. Okay. And then I'm a self-owned businessman.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to actually get my dance studio, my dance and my recording studio more.
Yeah, that's what we need out
releasing and stuff right now. So that's mostly what I'm working on right now. And, a lady friend I'm dating. I mean, I got her by my side. I was telling you about. You know what I'm saying? She stick around through the struggle. So she been around. I'm
shout out to the real ladies out there.
You know what I'm saying? Keep her around. I mean, I got a lot of things I'm gonna focus on, but I just take one step at a time and try to stay focused throughout all the shenanigans, the bullshit in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I'm gonna keep it real. That LUH MARLO show, like. And I ain't all the way together, so I just want everybody to see where I came from my struggle and how I made it and how I'm gonna come up throughout my journey. You know what I mean? But
man, you know what? I also wanted to ask you this too, man. This is like we on the second week of the year, man.
Yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts about the shootings? And I think watching the news, man, it been about almost 8 murders. Like, what are your thoughts about just man?
Man, it's crazy. Like, but I mean, we ain't like. I mean, we tearing down the city. You know what I'm saying? Like New Orleans, they terrible. We terrible. And like Chicago, terrible. And like, I think if the world just can be a better place if they fund LUH MARLO. Like, I can stop all the murders coming down, people killing each other. I think I can be a positive influence and get these brothers off the streets. That's what I believe. Like, and put these guns down. Like, you don't see me around playing with guns. Right. None of that like that. I mean, I was into it when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? But now that we older, I think these kids, and I think as adults, we should stop giving these guns to these kids and put them out there to tell them to fend for themselves and go out there and make a living. You know what I'm saying? Tell them you have to go to school and find a job instead of putting them on the streets and giving them a pound of weed, a QP of weed, or some cocaine or stuff like that. I think we should sit our young youth down and tell them, man, look, man, even though we made these choices in life, we don't want y'all to go down the same route. Even if you're successful in the business that the in the drug trade, I think we should still give these kids a future and some hope before they can do something. A lot of them, it's talented. I think, man, I know a lot of talented basketball players that's young, and they start believing their dreams at the age of 15, 16, and fall into a victim to the streets because they see the money and they see the fancy cars and the jewelry that the rappers got and some of the drug dealers out here got. But they don't know where they came from to get these things. So I think we should sit down and talk to our youth more instead of taking their dollars and their money and sitting them out there on the corner. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm really focused on and trying to speak to the youth and tell them, man, look, man, you don't have to go that route. That's the route that you choosing to go. And I'm not saying it's always death into that aquafair. But if you live the wrong way of that drug life, then you're going to end up either in jail or in prison. So I want us as adults to sit down and tell them the field that they journeying into and teach them to feel more of just sitting them out there and letting them feel for themselves and going to jail. They end up locked up, they end up in jail or whatever.
Definitely.
No, man.
It
definitely can lead to that. So that's what I feel we should sit down and talk to the youth more. And that's what I'm going to get down to in 23. You know what I mean?
Amen to that, brother. Like, that's what we need to do, man. You know, we all need to do our part. So whenever y'all see these youngsters acting a fool, man, just, just put them to the side, be like, man, that's not gangster, you know?
Yeah. And see, like a lot of them play betrayed to be gangsters, and then when they get that number 5 to 25, they get them tears in their eyes and they get to telling on each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then and we all been down that road. Yeah. But it don't make it right to write them statements that y'all write on each other. So and then y'all get to telling on each other, then that's how the guns get the busting. Because everybody want to see their family member again. You know what I'm saying? So free all. I got a lot of dudes in the correctional center right now. Old heads, people I grew up with, family members, young dudes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, we got to free these dudes and get them out here. You know what I'm saying? Because they some good dudes. Don't get me wrong. All of them have unique talents inside of them. I got one dude. He doing 40 years in prison. He one of the best artists in the world. Like he can draw whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like in the prison, he drawing the stuff on the walls in the prisons and shit, but he's sitting in there 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Then I got one dude, he a tattoo artist in prison. I got little dudes in there, rappers. I got big rappers in there. So
you know, we need that out here.
Yeah, man. We need them out here. Like that, like they fall into that young thug shit and a free young thug and all that shit and that shit that happened to Ghana and all them freedom dudes, man, and get them out here. But I think they should just like learn a little bit more, go to school more, and get some more education. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got like this one dude. I want to speak on him, get him out here. Like he a young dude, only 18 years old, and he put on all this little man and all that. But it's so many ops that don't want to hear your music. The people that you writing about, talking about. That's my homie. I don't want nothing to happen to him. You know what I'm saying? My young little dude name, he called him Little Mad Rats, right? So he locked up with your homies and shit. They home, they sending you money when you are the leader of the group. So you gotta lead from example. Even though y'all busting y'all ass and putting the pistol down, man, tell them, man, I'm an artist, man. I don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? And show them a different way. But so like it's a pride thing into that music thing, that drill music.
Man, we need more leaders, man.
We need more leaders out here and tell them, man, look, man, we doing music, man. Go ahead with all that violence, like, cause that shit fucked me up when I heard what's the dude take off, he got killed. Oh, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I think these artists, man, they and these street dudes shouldn't mix into the same vibe. They shouldn't be in the same type of community together because, you know what I'm saying? A street dude can get jealous fast. He gonna see that artist with that big ass chain on.
And you know what's crazy?
He gonna want to kill that dude.
But look, here's the crazy thing, right? So, from the outside looking in, it's like, the street dude want to be the artist.
He want to be the artist.
And the artist want to be the street dude. Like,
that's how it be.
That's a crazy dynamic. Like, God damn,
but see, the street dude want to be the artist, and the artist want to be the street dude. Yeah. And then when the artist put on the street dude, and if he overcome the artist and over top of it, it comes into a beef. Yeah. And that's what the scenario happened to with Lil Durk and King Von. You know what I'm saying? And they had a trial. They was facing that trial together. You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to take that damn that body they was facing. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever happened with that case anyway?
I mean,
Von and
King and Lil Durk. I mean, if I was Durk, I'm gonna throw it on Von now because he ain't here, and then Von would expect him to do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? They were still fighting it on the streets.
Oh yeah.
We don't know who was telling because there was no statements written. You know what I'm saying? It was not putting out here. But you know what I'm saying? They had I had read or heard that they couldn't be around each other. Yeah. They weren't supposed to be in contact with each other. So you wouldn't. They'd do music and send their music to each other. Boom, boom, boom. But they was close friends. So whatever happened, they did something down in Atlanta and back in 2019, and Von and them did that. And I guess there was somebody that they wasn't really famous or nothing like that, but he was probably about to get out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This was when they was cool with Rondo. So. And then they was facing that charge in Atlanta, but they was from Chicago. So they was used to come back and forth and traveling. So I think it's more of like a street type of thing. They had something going on in the streets, and somebody owed somebody some money in Atlanta, and Von and Durk probably got them out the way. Whoever did it, you know what I'm saying? Now, Durk gonna have in his favor if he want to get out on trial or whatever. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? He ain't here no more. So you know what I mean? So no route that you want. I mean, I would.
And he got that money too.
Yeah. So I mean, I get the shit off my back. You know what I'm saying? And I think King Von respect you. Like, this my homie. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him do no motherfucking time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So whatever the way the situation is, he can fight it. I think he fight it the best way he did. That's what Durk did. Fought it the best way he can fight it. Now, Durk didn't put King Von in that situation that got him killed. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
King Von he just laid off his emotions. You know what I'm saying? They went down the lane and they was fucking them Atlanta bras and I guess King Von and Rondo might have been talking to the same broad or something like that, and they got into the club. It was like a DC thing when I look at it. It's like a go-go fight. They got a fighting outside, boom, 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 and then the guns got to get lifting off. Von wasn't tight, Rondo wasn't tight, but they homies was tight.
Yeah.
So you in Rondo City, you might got like 50 niggas with you, but you in his city, so they gonna have the normal votes over top of them. So that's all that was. They got the home court advantage, and that's the only thing is he had the home court advantage over King Von. Don't say that he was tougher than King Von. Don't say make him more of a gangster than King Von. Right. It's just that he had the advantage because they was in his city. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then me, Rondo not a sucker. He just defended himself, and his men defended him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And as they supposed to. King Von not a sucker. He just laid off emotion and didn't win that battle that time. So that's all I look at it as. And long live King Von.
Yeah, long live King Von. Man.
Yeah, he got through that shit. But I really, like them Chicago dudes, I really fuck with a couple of them dudes. I listen to their music, and them like Lil Reese's, he got shot 5 times and shit like that. That was one of my favorite, one of my biggest like dudes I used to listen to. Lil Reese, you know what I'm saying? Chief Keef and all them dudes was really street dudes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And got some little money and put it into the music. Yeah. And that's what I want my generation to do, and generation after me put they more time into their music and put their money into their music and not just the streets into drugs though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's where we been like trying to do with our community around my way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's definitely, man, the way to do it, man. You know, I mean, I ain't telling nobody to do that, but if you are gonna do it, man, you definitely gotta be smart about it.
Gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. So
and then make that transition, man.
I think like if you not a real street dude, if you're not a real street dude, don't go out there and betray to be a street dude. Go to work. If you want to pop your gun, set aside with your pistol. Man. You know what I'm saying? But don't betray to be something that you're not, because it's going to backfire.
Right. Like, look, man, I'm going to tell you this. The difference between... Okay, so I'm going to say this. The reason why it's so hard to really know who the real one is and just versus who ain't, when I was coming up and you from a certain neighborhood, man, like you like... Everybody knew.
That
nigga threw me off and shit. Well, I guess you could just edit it, right?
Nah, go ahead. You good.
Yeah. So when I was coming up, man, and you was from a certain neighborhood, it's like everybody knew who the neighborhood homies was. Like there was no bandwagon or none of that. Mm-hmm. So it was understood. And you had to have a reputation. It's like you had to be battle tested. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it was going to happen. So it was easy to just weave out who ain't with the business and who was. And like everybody ain't gonna be with it. Yeah. So you understand them, but at least you know who is who. Yeah. Now you got niggas that it ain't from your neighborhood, calling out your neighborhood, partying with y'all, using, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's
kind of different.
It's like confusing now. Like even in my neighborhood now, man, it's like I see new motherfuckers and I'm like, how the fuck y'all don't know me? You know what I'm saying?
That's everywhere. That's in every neighborhood though right now.
How the fuck I'm walking through here and like, you know what I'm talking about? But
that's how it is now. So, like, cause it's a lot of dudes. It's like it's just different now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna know everybody around there. That's even around my neighborhood. But they like see around my neighborhood, I won't know them, and they'll know me.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, you won't know them, but that's how it is. So they know you, you won't know them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of things that
but they won't know what you about because or nothing like that. They just overhead stories and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that right there, that's going to go on forever. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just the new generation upcoming. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because I ask myself, like, it's like sometimes I get like a little personal with it, but you know, but I don't really trip because I'm like Slim, like I done fought battles, like
I used to.
You know what I'm
you
talking
can't
about?
let it get to you because what I say now, Daniel D, I think we said like because we older. Go ahead, young. Go ahead, y'all can live that life that or teach them the difference from that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was getting feeding to. Like they know about Dangerous D. They know about you, but you don't know they know about you because they trying to live their name now. Like you know what I'm saying? That's how we was. You know when we was young. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about when we was young. You know, like when I was young, we had the old Kellys around the way, and I hear their names. I'm like, I'm trying to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put this work in. I'm going to let you know I'm putting this work in for I won't be played with. Because I know when I first was coming up, man, I was just trying to put work in. You know what I'm saying? All day long.
And look, funny you said that, man, because I remember, like, I say about 4-5 years ago, you know, like this was at the stage where I just, you know, where I was just realizing, like, it's like, man, you know, like, I ain't that homie no more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a father, you know, like, I'm not that. And I remember talking to the little homies, you know, and I'm like, yo, man, you know, like, y'all don't need to woo. Y'all shouldn't be doing this shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And I remember one of the homies was like, he said to me, I'm telling him, like, look, y'all shouldn't be doing this. Like, this ain't woo. And then one of the homies said, damn, big homie, we learned this shit from you. And I stopped and I was like, I was just like, oh shit. But then I'm like, cool, but look at me now. You know, like, so I just took that moment because it caught me off guard. But I was like, whoo.
They do. They hit you with that one.
You know, so I was live with it.
I
So it took me back to where I had to say, damn. I know somebody told me the same shit, but at that time, I was just like following a whole different path. But, you know, hey, man, so, you know, it's little things that, because we contribute to a lot of this shit, man. But, you know, but when you know better, you do better. So, hey, man, you know, still living, still doing the best. Yeah, but we definitely got to, at least let them know, man. I know they don't want to hear that shit, but, you know.
Man, just let them know what's going on in the world, and hopefully we can get the vibe, and LUH MARLO can change the world and make it a better place. That's what all I'm trying to do. Tupac tried, but I'm gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it happen.
Hey, man, you know, and you can definitely do it, man. You know, shit. You can definitely do it, man.
Well, if I can't make it, if I can't pull 100 people out, I'm at least know I'm gonna pull 1 or 5 out. You know what I mean?
And if you pull one, if you can save one motherfucker, you save a lot because that one is gonna save another one. And that other person gonna save 2, and the other person gonna save 5. That's how you do it. You just gotta save one. Because if you save one, you know it's hope. You know.
And I want to speak on anything else we want to just keep in the air, keep it real with Daniel D. You can talk about anything.
Right, we got another podcast. You know, you invited us to do another podcast later on in the evening. So, you know, we're gonna do a follow up around 4 or 5. You know. So, we'll be back. You know,
stay tuned to the LUH MARLO show, man. Dangerous D. See you. I know we over and out.
Peace, and we out.